Now, taking a digression to keep the discussions alive, I will take up an interesting discussion today whether Narendra Modi can complete his 5 years term. In the present scenario, BJP party has got 240 parliament seats, Lok Sabha seats. However, with allies, NDA allies, it could muster a total tally of 293 seats. We know what makes majority in the Lok Sabha. We needed 272 seats. Now the NDA has 293. That means it has only 21 seats more. And these 21 seats are occupied by mainly 3 or 4 political parties. One is TDP of Andhra Pradesh, which has got 17 seats. And JDU of Nitish Kumar in Bihar, they have got about 12 seats. Supposing if these two people together decide that Modi shall not be the Prime Minister, it's the end of it. And there are other two parties also of Ram Vilas Paswan and some other party which has 5 seats and Ram Vilas party of 5 seats. Please understand, this kind of formation of governments with majority in the Lok Sabha is not democracy at all. Such a situation is not contemplated under Indian Constitution. This is the practice envisaged under Pakistan Constitution, Article 91. In Pakistan, whoever commands majority in the parliament will become the Prime Minister as appointed by the President. They have written verbatim whatever is contained in Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution, Article 75 reads, the Prime Minister is appointed by the President, whereas the Pakistan people have copied just that. Prime Minister shall be appointed by the President of Pakistan. However, he shall ascertain his majority in the parliament before appointing him as Prime Minister. Again, as it regards removal of Prime Minister, Pakistan contained in Article 95 of their constitution that the term of office of minister shall be during the pleasure of the Pakistan President, and they added a rider, a suffix, that however, the President shall not exercise his option without conducting a no confidence motion on the floor of the parliament. Such a rider or suffix is not there under Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution plainly reads, the Prime Minister is appointed by the President of India and the other ministers are appointed by the President of India, and their terms of office shall be during the pleasure of the President. But unfortunately, even though such suffixes and riders are not there under Indian Constitution, we are following Pakistan Constitution. Somebody becoming Chief Minister or Prime Minister with majority in the legislatures has become like a game of musical chairs. If I purchase 2 members from you, tomorrow I will be Prime Minister. And if you purchase 3 members from my party, day after tomorrow you will be the Prime Minister. This is not democracy. It does not make any sense, and it is not fit to be called the largest democracy, etc. Now what is needed is, if 2 of his allies shift their sides, they don't lose their memberships, they do not attract disqualifications. If any of the big corporates, the local corporates may not venture to do that, but foreign corporates or foreign governments, if they want, if they encourage, they can easily see that 23 members of the parliament withdraw their support to Narendra Modi government. This they will enact as a drama, as if there was a political tussle among themselves, political dissatisfaction due to which they have parted ways. But the underlying truth could be that they were encouraged to do so by external forces. So that weak is Indian polity. Indian political system is the worst political system in the world. In fact, looking at us as the largest constitution and the largest democracy, most of our neighboring countries have copied provisions of Indian Constitution, as a result of which most of them are suffering. India withstood all along for 75 years only because it is very big like an elephant. It will not be brought down by 1 or 2 arrows, but it doesn't mean that it can withstand forever. Sooner or later, it is bound to fall because the system is wrong. It is the president, he cannot be impeached unless he violated the constitution. That is the respect given to the constitution and Indian executive. Now, Indian Prime Minister has become a puppet in the hands of his coalition parties, who, if withdraw, his government will fall. And such withdrawal can be influenced by external forces. It may happen anytime. As such, we cannot assume that Narendra Modi can complete his 5-year term. It is time for Indian polity, press, judiciary and intelligentsia to understand the Indian constitution, basic tenets of democracy, and restore the powers of the executive and see that separation of powers takes place between the legislative and the executive. If you keep everything in the hands of the legislative leader, he will become a monarch, as a result of which we are seeing most unfortunate and insulting that even the prime ministers are going to jails, chief ministers are going to jail. This is also the reason why in Pakistan no prime minister has lived after completion of his term. The new prime minister will either hang him or blast him or exile him, or the ex-prime minister will have to leave the country, flee the country. Let us hope, let us pray to God, let epiphany devolve on Indian administration to respect the constitution and respect the democratic principles as regards separation of powers. Otherwise, India is bound to disintegrate and lose independence state by state in due course of time. The same conditions as were obtaining before we lost independence to the Britishers is also again prevalent in India today. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. I request you to please subscribe, share and comment my videos. I will be glad to reply to your worthy comments. Let us spread this constitutional message to each and every citizen of India so that social, political, economic changes may take place in India for the good of the country and for the good of the citizens. Thank you.